Hi everyone, good afternoon. I'm sorry I'm all that stands between you and coffee. One more speaker, I think. At Naked Energy, we're changing energy for good. That means for the better and also for the long term. Now, I wanted to talk a little bit about something that actually a lot of people have already spoken about today. They've set this up beautifully. Wait a minute. Oh, sorry, wrong slide. That's not the elephant in the room. The elephant in the room is the fact that almost half of all energy consumed globally is for heat in one form or another. Quite nicely, it's 3 times the size of the figure for electricity. It's responsible for around 40% of CO2 emissions. 90% of the heat that we consume is from fossil fuels. It's a big problem. So we want to do something about that. Now, you could say, let's electrify everything, and that is a great solution, and we support the efforts to electrify heating with heat pumps. But where's all the clean electricity going to come from? That's one issue. The other is the cost. You know, electricity is relatively expensive, so the only way that you have to try and make that energy more affordable is to consider distributed energy. And again, we heard that earlier on this afternoon. Take the control of producing the energy into your hands, produce it where it's needed, on or next to the building. And that's what we've done. Obviously, you want to try and get as much energy as you possibly can from that area of building. We've introduced Virtue PVT on the right, which is a hybrid product. That's the one we're really known for. It produces both heat and power from the same area of roof space. Then we introduced Virtue Hot for people who have higher temperature requirements or just a bigger volume of heat that needs to be supplied in a sustainable way. The big difference with our technology, it's in a vacuum tube. We're the only PVT product to use a vacuum tube. That means we can reach much higher temperatures, which opens up a lot more applications. And what we often do is actually mix and match. We have some PVT on the roof, some hot, to get to the precise temperatures that the customer needs. We're a little bit biased, but we think it also looks great. And it's very versatile. We designed the product to go onto flat roofs, but actually we had people saying, can I put it on a vertical facade? Can I put it on a pitched roof? Yes, you can. So we've done something very, very special using the same technology, even though it was developed originally for flat roofs, particularly commercial and industrial applications. It's important that people can see what they're saving. Everyone loves an app. We've got an app. We call it Clarity. What is the comparison with PV? So for every meter squared, we can save 3 to 4 times the amount of CO2. And in terms of your return on investment, the absolute return, that can be up to 50% better than putting PV on your roof. Of course, it also improves the energy efficiency rating of the building, and it addresses those hard-to-reach Scope 1 emissions. Don't take my word for it. Our product has been certified by TÜV, very, very tough certification to get through, and that opens up subsidies all around the world. Our business model, a little bit different. We try to be capital light, so we own the IP, develop the technology, develop the tools to help sell the technology, but we outsource the manufacturing to people who do that very, very well, like Jabil, Microsoft. They get involved with the data side with our platform, and then we have a network and a growing network of distributors who actually sell the product in their local markets. We sell in the UK, but we leave it to other people in other markets where we don't necessarily speak the language. In terms of how we're growing, well, we're growing very rapidly. We first started getting our revenues in our last financial year, which ends 30th of September. We hope this year to have 1.25 million of revenues, and next year we want to see that at least quadruple again, up to something between 5 and 6 million. And if you look at the pipeline and how that's converting, you can see that we're really, really growing very rapidly. At this point, I wanted to talk about the biggest project we've done to date. It's the largest rooftop solar thermal installation in the UK, we believe. Sadly, we're in intense negotiations with a major national newspaper to get an exclusive on it, so I can't say too much about it. But it's 1,000 tubes producing 340 megawatt hours of energy every year from 600 meters of roof space, offsetting about 70 tons of CO2. So it's a really big and exciting project for us. Why am I here? To ask for your money. So we did a raise back in November 19. Corona came along, darn, slowed us down a little bit. We're about to start our B round raise. Jan had a heart attack when he saw December 23. That's when we want to close it. So we want to start more or less now. And if you'd like to hear more about that, please come and find me. I'll be around for the rest of today. Sadly, not here tomorrow, but you can find me. Thank you very much.